Hello, relationship revelators. Today we're tackling a hot topic. Does social media ruin love? It's a question that's been bouncing around for a while, sparking debates and conversations worldwide. But here's the thing. The answer isn't as straightforward as you might think. You see, social media is a tool, a platform, a stage where we play out our lives, including our romantic relationships. And like any other stage, it has its spotlights and shadows. But does it really ruin love? Or is it just a mirror, reflecting the strengths and weaknesses of our relationships? Before we delve into these questions, let's make this journey interactive. If you enjoy dissecting relationship dynamics, hit that like button. Subscribe for more explorations into the world of love and relationships. And don't forget to ring the bell for notifications. Ready to uncover some truths? Let's get started. Social media and love, a match made in heaven or a recipe for disaster? Common belief says it's the latter, with jealousy and misunderstandings at the forefront. But is it all just a myth? Let's dig a little deeper. In today's digital age, it's almost impossible to escape the omnipresence of social media. It's where we share our achievements, our struggles, our joys, and our sorrows. It's also where we quite often share our love stories. But does this virtual sharing and oversharing spell doom for love and relationships? The answer, as it turns out, isn't as clear-cut as you might think. Sure, there have been instances where social media has stirred up jealousy, fueled insecurities, and even led to breakups. But let's not forget, social media is just a tool, a mirror reflecting our behaviors, insecurities, and attitudes. A number of studies have challenged the blanket statement that social media ruins relationships. Research from the Pew Research Center, for instance, found that 70% of internet users in committed relationships shared that the internet has had no real impact on their partnership. It's important to remember that while social media can indeed strain relationships, the root issues often lie deeper. It's not just about the platform, but how we use it. The way we interact with social media can either enhance or harm our relationships. It's not the tool itself, but the hand that wields it. The key takeaway here is that social media isn't inherently good or bad for love. It's our behaviors and attitudes on these platforms that determine its impact on our relationships. So before we blame social media for any relationship woes, let's take a hard look at how we're using it. Are we communicating openly with our partners about our social media habits? Are we setting healthy boundaries? Are we using it to connect or to compare? Studies highlight that while social media can indeed strain relationships, the root issues often lie deeper. It's not just about the platform, but how we use it. Let's keep this conversation going. What's your take on the topic? We're all ears. Flip the coin, and social media is reuniting long-lost loves and keeping flames alive across distances. It's about setting boundaries and communicating. In the buzzing digital era, social media is more than just a platform for sharing pictures or status updates. It's a lifeline that connects hearts and minds, regardless of the miles separating them. So let's dive into the other side of the coin, where social media plays Cupid rather than the villain. Think of the endless possibilities. Social media allows us to remain connected with our loved ones, no matter where they are. It's a virtual bridge that spans across continents, helping us to share our lives, our thoughts, our moments of joy and sorrow. It's the tool that turns out of sight, out of mind into far in distance but near at heart. Consider, for instance, long-distance relationships. Without the magic of social media, maintaining these relationships would be significantly harder. Yet, with a video call or a sweet text message, couples can share their day, their thoughts, and their love, irrespective of the geographical barriers. But it's not just about long-distance relationships. Social media also plays a vital role in sparking new relationships. How many love stories have begun with a simple friend request or a shared interest in a particular online group? It's a modern-day love letter, a digital age romance. Now, let's talk about rekindling old flames. There are countless stories of childhood sweethearts, college lovers, or old friends reconnecting after years, thanks to social media. It's like a portal that opens up the past and allows us to revisit those cherished moments, and sometimes reignite the sparks that once were. But, as with everything, balance is key. It's about setting boundaries, respecting privacy, and communicating effectively. It's about understanding that while social media can bring us closer, it should not replace face-to-face interaction or personal connection. So, how do we strike that balance? It's about open discussions about what's acceptable and what's not. It's about understanding that online does not mean available 24/7. It's about respecting each other's digital space, just as we respect their physical space. And this balance, this understanding, it's not a one-size-fits-all. Every relationship is unique, and so are the boundaries within it. What works for one couple might not work for another. The key is communication, understanding, and mutual respect. Real-life stories show that with mutual understanding and respect for each other's online spaces, couples can navigate the digital world successfully. So let's not let social media define our relationships, but use it as a tool to enhance them, to connect, to share, to love. Because at the end of the day, isn't that what it's all about? Is social media the love killer it's often made out to be? Maybe not, if we use it with intention and care. We've delved into the myth, flipped the coin, and found that it's not all doom and gloom. Social media is merely a tool, a digital platform that, like any other, can be used with grace or malice. Its effect on our relationships lies not in its existence, but in how we choose to use it. In the tales we've shared, the common thread isn't the platform itself, but the communication, trust, and boundaries established between partners. So before we point fingers at our screens, let's take a moment to reflect on our actions and intentions. Are we nurturing our relationships with respect and understanding, both online and offline? We've taken a critical look at the role social media plays in love and relationships. But what are your thoughts? Your likes, shares, and comments enrich our community with diverse perspectives. So don't hold back. Let us know your thoughts below. Now, if this exploration has sparked a light in you, if it's made you think, or even if it's made you debate, give us a thumbs up. Share this insight and hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into the world of relationships. We're all about fostering a space for conversation, learning, and growth. So let's keep this dialogue alive. As we wrap up today's journey, allow us to tease what's coming next. Get ready for an eye-opening exploration in our next episode, which dives into the heart of digital connections with why we love online. We'll explore the allure of online relationships, the bonds formed across screens, and how the digital age is redefining love itself. It's a story of modern romance you won't want to miss. Until then, keep loving, keep questioning, and most importantly, keep connected.